Why does God allow good people to suffer? It's a good question that I'm guessing we've all asked at some point in our lives, either out of curiosity or empathy or agony. One answer often quoted by Richard Dawkins is that the suffering of good people in our world is what we should expect if there's no design, no purpose, no evil, no good, nothing but pitiless indifference. Basically, it's just part of life. But if you're anything like me, then that answer does not satisfy. Because when I see people suffering, I don't feel indifference. I feel injustice. For example, when my sister spent 6 months in and out of hospital with a condition that the doctors were completely baffled by, I remember thinking, why is it happening to her? What has she done to deserve this? And so a complex question deserves a complex answer, one that I can't do justice with a short video. But I do believe the Bible does provide an answer. Not with mere arguments though, but with a person. Jesus, God become man. Just read through the eyewitness accounts of Jesus and you'll see someone who is always kind, always caring, always loving, always innocent. The people closest to Jesus said that he never did anything wrong. And yet Jesus, the most an innocent person you could ever imagine, suffered the worst suffering you could ever imagine. The Bible book of Isaiah rightly says that Jesus would be a man of suffering and familiar with pain. Why? Well, Jesus' suffering actually gives us hope. See, God tells us through the Bible that the suffering we face in this world is due to a broken relationship with Him. That each and every one of us have turned our backs on the God who created us, living as if He did not exist and as if He had no claim on what we should do with our lives. Now, don't mishear me. I'm not saying that the worse your relationship with God is, the more you suffer. Instead, suffering is just a symptom of our broken relationship with God. It constantly reminds us that there is something profoundly wrong with this world and all who live in it. And this is how Jesus' suffering brings us hope. See, on the cross, Jesus suffered the horrific consequences of our broken relationship with God, so that we can have a restored relationship with God. He now gives us a hope of a world to come where there will be no more suffering. And God Himself will personally wipe away every tear from our eyes. And also, in the meantime, Jesus offers real comfort. He did so for me at the hospital bed of my sister, and He can do so for you. Because there is no greater comforter than someone who can get alongside you and honestly say, I know what you're going through. And so I can't exactly say why some people suffer more than others, but I can say that Jesus' suffering is good news for you. So why not look at one of the eyewitness accounts of Jesus' death to find out why?